Welcome to the channel, guys. Today, if you can hear that kind of loud rumble behind me, that is the Cobalt. And the reason it is so loud is when I bought it, it has a broken or cracked flex pipe or downpipe. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna fix that, pull the exhaust off, put a new downpipe on it so it doesn't sound obnoxiously loud and stupid, because when you get on it and everything, it's really loud and it sounds horrible. It really does. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna sound once I get the exhaust so it doesn't have a huge gaping hole in it, but it's definitely a lot louder than it should be, and it's all up here at the engine and it resonates just inside. So when you're driving, it's just so annoying. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna tackle today. Should be a wonderful time because I'm so used to having a truck that I can just sit up under and crawl under and sit under there if I want to a freaking car that's a couple inches off the ground. So yeah, it's gonna be freaking great. So I know the lighting kind of sucks, but you can kind of see the flex pipe down in there. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I know why they have to have the flex pipes and everything on front wheel drive cars and everything, but if you ask me, they're absolute junk. They really are. And I guess before I bought this, the guy who owned it before said that he put on like 3. So for all I know, it could need new engine mounts because it's moving too much and then moving the exhaust too much and breaking the flex pipes. I don't know, I didn't really investigate it too much, but I just want to get a new flex pipe on it for now because I have a lot bigger plans for this and everything, so I'm not going to really try and worry too much about the engine mounts or anything at this point. I will take advantage of doing that at some point, but not as of right now because I'm more concerned about getting that annoying sound. And this is why we buy trucks and we lift them so we don't ever have to do this again. Either way, don't try this. This is just kind of my rigging, sorta. I jacked up one side. I tried jacking up both front and back, but honestly I don't really need that much. So I ended up jacking it up there in the center there where I could get the jack on it, put some blocks under both of the wheels, and as you can see where the jack stands are by the lift points or whatever. So the sketchy thing about all this is not just because I'm lifting it, but the emergency brake cable where coming from the lever is like frayed and torn. So I have no e-brake at all. So when I was jacking up the front and I would try and put a block in it, it would just start rolling back. So this is why I did it this way. So it's a little sketchy, but I think I got it stabilized now because I got the jack stands on it, I still have the jack on it, and I got blocks under the tires. Now the other side still is on the ground, and I do have it in gear. So it shouldn't really go anywhere because of this side being on the ground, and I really didn't want to go any further than I had to as far as angling it so bad, but it's kind of what I had to do. I don't have a lift, and I'm not gonna like really take it to a lift because this isn't really gonna be that much work. Yeah, it would be easier on a lift, but I make things difficult. So well, there it is, finally out. The biggest pain ever to get that thing out. It's just such bull. I mean, it's definitely broke. You can clearly see that it is broke, and stick the camera in there. Look at all that daylight coming through. I mean, it completely cracked there. So have to cut that out, throw a new one in. and get it back in, weld it up, and deal with the agony of getting it back in there, which it shouldn't really be too bad. I was able to get two out of the 3 bolts from the top coming off the manifold, and these bolts were right back here under the wheel. So, and I mean, the exhaust wasn't even mounted or hanging on anything. It was hanging, I think, on one hanger. So I put it back in the hangers back here at the where it comes back of the car at the bumper. There was a hanger that wasn't even in, so I put that one in, and this one, yeah, this hanger right there wasn't in anything at all, so the exhaust just moved around and flopped around. So hopefully I can get something figured out for that and get it thrown back in. So now that I actually have the Flexplate cut off, the old one, you can really see in there, I mean, it's pretty well cracked almost the entire way around, and it actually broke right off when I was cutting it. So yeah, this is shit. So pretty much got everything taken care of, and I don't know why I closed the trunk. I don't know why I closed the hood. So anyway, it was a little time consuming just because I didn't have a lift or any of that stuff. So, but if you're like me and you like doing everything yourself, then unless you have access to a lift, which I'm sure I do or could, but it was just less hassle. But either way, probably can't even see it. But the new flex pipe is in, and I'll do a start up here. So you can actually hear the engine and everything working a little bit now compared to before, where nothing, you couldn't hear anything, you couldn't hear yourself think. And it's a lot quieter. And the sound is all back at the back now. Come up to the engine compartment up here, and holy shit, I can hear things running now. So got that fixed. It's not going to stay that way because I am going to be getting a full exhaust and stuff like that eventually at some point. Not right now, because like I said, there's a lot of little things, a lot of work that this thing needs before I start making it, start changing things cosmetically and everything like that. So basically where it is right now is all the work that I need to get done and everything, and I'm gonna do that first before I worry about anything else. So like when I bought my truck, I started on lifting it and doing all that stuff right away because that was fine. I didn't have to do any really work to it or stuff like that. So got a lot more to come with this. And there's definitely some more things with the truck too. So don't think that the truck is completely done, because it's not. It probably never will be. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and check out some of the other videos. Have a great day.